Hello there, Gemini, and welcome to Bloom Healing Tarot. Thank you so much for joining. We are connecting tonight to do a special Halloween reading for you. I'm wishing you a very awesome Halloween and All Hallows Eve, all the way from London. There is still a great pumpkin shadow hanging over us all, and we are now firmly and steadfastly into Dia de los Muertos, which will be for today and tomorrow, and even a little bit of shadow, I'm sure, cascading through the week. So I hope that you are enjoying this connection into the other side, into the darker side, where, you know, things go bump in the night and the ghouls and the goblins come out to play. And there are secrets to be revealed, right? Under these powerful moon cycles. We've just come through this magical Aries full moon, and we are sailing towards the Scorpio new moon. And it is going to be fiery as it is deep, my babies. So yeah, we are celebrating all kinds of symbols and archetypes that mark and cherish and celebrate the idea of death and life and resurrection and passing over to the other side, crossing over the rainbow bridge, bringing fresh fire to the phoenix and allowing them to rise up and create something new out of the ashes of yesterday. You're pretty good at transforming, Gemini, and you're so mercurial. You know, we had a lot of mercurial energy coming through in yesterday's reading, which was predominantly for Taurus, but we had the wizard card as one of the signifiers for the Hierophant 222. And as such, I was feeling the mercurial energy. And then right at the end, well, in fact, there was lots of signs and synchronicities throughout the reading. But then right at the end, the thinking man came out, and I was feeling that sort of Virgo, Mercury, Gemini connection. So, you know, it was Air's turn to today, so I felt like you were the girl or guy to go with. And you know, you're Gemini. I know that you probably don't mind my lovely long intros. You love to talk. We love to talk, right, as Mercury babies. But at the same time, you're also, you know, one with such a quick intellect like Virgo, that you also like to get to the point. So I'm going to get to the point for you, Gemini, and we're going to dive straight in today, okay? I'm not going to let this reading go on too long, but let us just tune in. Thank you so much for being here. We are going to be looking at what the spooky secrets are between you and your person, Gemini, and you could be seeing your person as a lover, a friend, a family member, a colleague at work, a colleague at school or college, or any other community that you're part of. Could be a sibling, a parent, a child, or even a stranger, someone that you've not met yet or not encountered yet in the 3D. So exciting unions and new beginnings and planets colliding happening at the moment. And you, my babies, Gemini, you are the lovers. You represent the lovers. You represent union. You represent two young souls hand in hand. And, you know, we're going to read a little story for you. But let's just do a quick prayer. Bring in that protection. We call in our ancestors, our spirit guides, our spirit animals, Holy Father, Holy Mother, Holy Spirit. Thank you for your divine protection. I ground myself into Gaia, calling out to earth, air, fire, water, and ether. I know that God protects me and fights my battles. No weapon formed against me in spirit or physical shall prosper. I am loved, highly favored, and protected from all evil. And so are you, Gemini. Woo! Let us light some incense for the heart chakra. Heart chakra incense is obviously green, baby. And we will be opening the heart with all of these journeys. We are looking to open the heart. We are looking to ensure that our hearts are balanced, light, free, wanton, able to travel and traverse the universe in whatever fashion they desire. And for all of yous resonating with the color green, feel it here. And Gemini in your chart, there may well be some messages in this reading for you. And if you do have Gemini, you may well have it in your sun placement, moon, Venus, rising, any other placement possible. Oh, my screen just did a funny little jump, which was quite funny. That's so interesting. So, where were we? Yeah. So if you don't know your other placements, you don't know your other zodiac signs, and you'd like to find out more, there is a link in the description box below for Cafe Astrology, where you can get a free natal chart, and you will be able to dig in far deeper into who you really are, Gemini. And likewise, if you do feel some resonance and you would like to give me a donation to say thank you, you can hit me up again at the details in the description box below. You can also drop me a like, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of my content when I drop new videos. And if you would like me to pull cards on your particular story, then do look at the offer I've got at the moment, where you can ask 2 questions for £22, which is a short, sweet reading to give you a style and a flavour of what I do and how we could work together. And if you're ready to just dive straight in for a longer reading and a real meaty description of what's really going on for you right now, then do check out the 6-question reading offer for only 55 English pounds. That's the steal of the fucking century. Right, without further ado, let us start your reading. We're going to pull some superhero cards because you are a superhero. And we are just going to see how super your heroic qualities are. So let me just... we're just going to quickly... Okay, so superhero. What is the superhero challenges? What is the spooky secret between Gemini and their person? Please tell us true. We are starting the card pulling at 8 minutes 40. This has got to be a record, right? Yeah. Well, I know that you want me to get to the point. But before we go into that, I'm just going to quickly also say, because, we're all about the mental, the intellect, remembering to talk about our boss moves. I hope that you'll join us for the Hero's Journey course. It is going to be launching before you know it. So you want to be on the party train. If you want more information about how to join the course, please do check the description box below and let us know that you are a hero and you're going to be on the journey. Okay? Awesome. Thank you, Gemini. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing, for liking, and just being, oh, damn awesome. Woo! Feeling the Mercury power, feeling that Virgo, Gemini, Mercury energy coming in hot. And let's just take a breath and get ready. Okay. So what is the spooky secret between Gemini and their person? What is the spooky secret spirit between Gemini and their person? What superhero guides have we got on the journey today? Okay, we've got Rocket Raccoon. Came up again already this week. Number 70. Rocket Raccoon is a highly skilled pilot and fighter. He is fast talking and quick thinking. Well, that's a real sort of Gemini card coming out. I've just realized I need something. 1 second. Okay. I'm back. All right. Alrighty. Let's take some more superheroes. We got Rocket Raccoon. He represents animal energy, and he's coming up with the number 70 or the number 7. And that's all about mysticism, spirituality, walking the spiritual path, raising your awareness, spotting and noticing those signs and synchronicities, especially when it comes to numbers 11, 16, 11, 17, 11, 18, 11, 19, 11, 22. We've got a shark out here. Oh, there's shark-infested waters. It is obviously a surfboard, so it is, we could say, someone that's masquerading as something worse or more powerful than they really are. It's a pro surfer. There are a lot of surfboards and, you know, those sort, you know, surfboards and windsurfers that have that shark pattern on the bottom. It says, even though that, you know, even though I love the ocean and I love sharks and I love, you know, all sorts of water sports, I'm always freaked out when I see a surfboard with shark teeth on the bottom. It really isn't something you want to encounter when you're out at sea. No, it really gets me every single time. Even when I know it's a surfboard, I'm like, I can't look at it. So this pro surfer is saying the surf is his turf. The pro surfer is riding the waves of success. Waterway to make a living, huh? Gnarly. Okay, so this guy's kind of putting a play on words. He's got a real, like, surfer dude hairdo going on. I'm really loving his luscious locks. He's giving me like a real Matthew McConaughey vibe. Oh, yeah, baby. All right. So Matthew McConaughey looking oh so yummy in his wetsuit with his sort of scary shark surfboard, and he's a number 1. Okay, so we've got someone who likes the water. We've got someone who's pretty sort of got that emperor or fool energy of the number 1. Not afraid to be first in the water, not afraid to be first on the dance floor. Someone that likes to play with words. That's definitely you, Gemini. Definitely you, Virgo. Definitely all of the air signs, right? Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. You're all wordsmiths. You like to play with words and language, and you know, you like to pun a lot. Excuse the pun. I would say we've got some very nice autumnal energies, colours coming through with the brown and the orange. Okay, and adding to the nature theme, we've got a water card and we've got Rey from Star Wars. This is Rey from the newest Star Wars. She is a water chick, number 13, which represents death. Okay, awesome. So this is very Scorpionic. Okay, we've now got pretty much pure blood Scorpio here. Number 13, Rey trains as a Jedi on a remote island. She learns about the force that connects all living things. The force. Yes. So we now have a lovely water card. So we've got, you know, the earth, the leaves, the water. Can you give us another superhero card? I'm feeling like we might be going for a little set. But I'm loving that. We've got Scorpio, very strong. We've got Emperor Fool type energy, which is Aries, Virgo. Aries, Virgo. And we've got Ray. I mean, she is a pretty cool chick. She's got a lightsaber. She's able to, like, she can literally use that wand with her eyes closed, baby. And she's able to defeat the dark Sith, the Lord of the Sith. Oh, who else have we got? Okay, this will be the next one. Another Star Wars one. Oh, that's so cool. Look at that. Vulptex. That's really awesome. I'm loving that. This hasn't come out before. Number 60, Vulptex from Star Wars. A Vulptex is a fox-like animal that lives on remote worlds. Its coat is made of crystal-like spines. Have another look at that. And this is, again, another energy of animals. And we've got a number 60. So we've got 60 and 70. And they make a little nice pair. So we've got some twins showing up, some animal twins. You could well be an animal lover, Gemini. You could, you know, we've got a shark here too. And these are both very watery, you know. Matthew McConaughey surrounded by the orange of the sacral chakra. That's all about water. And obviously he's a surfer. He's got a shark surfboard. And Ray is all in blue, bringing in the water element, spirits. And she's representing the number 13, which is death, Scorpio. But it's also number 4, which is very emperor energy. And she is the boss around these parts. Okay. So I'm liking that. I feel like we've got like 2 really nice sets of twins now. You see? We've now got a nice little set of twins here. And we've got a couple of twins here. So that for me feels like a really nice place to begin your reading. Lovely, jubbly, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's put a little bit of Halloween magic. I want to wish everybody who is celebrating today or is from the Hispanic, Latin, Mexican heritage, if you are celebrating Dia de los Muertos today and tomorrow, the days of the dead, the Day of the Dead, I wish you so much love and abundance, and I hope you have a wonderful time connecting with all your loved ones. Okay, so okay, so we're going to have a little story. And the story in the Inner Child cards, the Fairy Tale Tarot, is Hansel and Gretel for you, Gemini. So the lovers in this deck is marked as number 6, and the fairy tale they bring is Hansel and Gretel. I'm sure you will all know this story of the children and the gingerbread house and the wicked witch. There's always a wicked witch in these stories, isn't there, hey? There's always a bit of a wicked witch in these stories. But she's always foiled, right? Can anyone remember what happens to the witch in this particular story? It's actually one of those stories, one of those tales that it was always, you know, it always ended the same way. Like the children always overcame the witch's tricks. That's not always the case in all fairy tales, but this was always very clear cut about what happens. And it's karma, that it's just the perfect karmic twist in the plot, in what happens in this story, in that the witch is trying so hard to get the children in the oven and fatten them up, that she herself gets tricked and trapped and ends up going into the oven, and the children get away. We'll have to see if this version of the story follows the same lines. They don't always, and there have been some quite interesting twists of themselves in these stories, but let's get going anyway. So Hansel and Gretel, we are ready to begin. I hope you're sitting comfortably, Gemini. And we'll have a little story together. Okay. So, Hansel and Gretel. Okay. I'll hold it up for you as well. Oops. Okay. So, Hansel and Gretel. In the traditional tarot, this card has always been depicted as the lovers. It conveys the need for trust and loyalty in committed relationships. On a higher level, it symbolizes the balance between physical and spiritual love. The story of Hansel and Gretel allows us to see a rudimentary form of divine love at work in the adventure of dedicated siblings, a brother and a sister. In the story, a poor woodcutter lives with his wife and 2 children. The wife is the children's stepmother, and she is very cruel to them. In order to survive, because they have very little food, the stepmother coaxes the husband into abandoning the children in a forest. This reveals his weak willpower and her selfish desires. The children are brought to the woods, the unknown, the pathless world, and left to fend for themselves. The moonlight, which is receptive, feminine, higher wisdom, plays a significant role in guiding Hansel and Gretel. They are also guided by 2 white birds. First, a dove leads them to a candy house. Personal desire, cravings, oral fixation, material security, beginning awareness of sexuality. Next, a white duck helps them cross the water, which is emotional security, acting as a bridge to bring them to a new level of love and awareness. Hansel and Gretel need to work together in harmony, to trust each other implicitly. In finding the candy house, they believe they have found heaven, since they have been suffering so long without food. Hansel nibbles at the roof, the head, the spirit, while Gretel nibbles at the window, the soul. They are well fed and fattened up, and the witch who lives there ushers them to tiny beds. When they awaken, they realize they are prisoners. In religious writings, the dove often appears as an image of the Holy Spirit. In fairy tales, the pure spiritual forces, as yet untainted by the senses, are also symbolized by the dove or another white bird. The old crippled witch, symbolizing the intellect, is blind to the true nature and growth of the eternal in the human being. Ultimately, self-destruction occurs when she attempts to outwit little Gretel. It is the young girl who instead tricks the witch, pushing her headlong into the fires of her own large oven. The witch, who had wanted to devour the children, signifies the dark regions of consciousness that must be recognized and purified in the fire. At this point, the children are liberated. Gretel, the soul, has rescued Hansel, the spirit. United, brother and sister return to their home. However, in order to arrive safely at their parents' house, they must enter a new state of consciousness. The earthly soil is no longer capable of supporting them. They must travel across water, the stream of flowing life, on the wings of spirit, the white duck. On the highest level, once spirit escapes from the snare of the sense world, the candy house, carnal love, it begins to recall the true home from which it sprang, which is eternal love. When this card appears in your reading, a deep spiritual initiation or union may be taking place. Realize that each person has a feminine and masculine balance, and that it is now time for you to bring these inner components into a state of balance and equilibrium. Hansel is a symbol of the animus, the wind, the spirit, the male energy. Gretel signifies the anima, the soul, nurturing and female energy. Together, hand in hand, their rapport indicates a preliminary form of the divine marriage. Meditate, I think that should be meditate. Meditate on the beauty of these two children inspiring each other. And remember that they reflect the lost love of their parents, who had been worn down by the rigors of life. The spiritual embrace, the romantic touch, the heart-centered gaze can allow you to re-experience the riches of unconditional love. Traditional tarot archetype is the Lovers. Zodiacal ruler is Gemini. Beautiful. Okay, let's put that there, Spirit. Amazing. So we are now going to jump in, Spirit, and pull some of my 5D oracles. We will then clarify with some tarot and maybe clarify the tarot with more tarot. And at the end, we will pull a Queen of the Moon oracle as an outcome. Look, self-love, bottom of the deck. That's pretty lovely. And that's a number 6. So we've got the lovely 6 of balance coming in, 6 of compassion, connection, abundance, victory. And it is also doubling up that lovely 6 of the Lovers. So that's really nice. Do you know what? I'm going to give you that one too. Very sweet indeed. Okay. Wow. I've got to say, I've got to give it to you, Spirit. Got to give it to you, Gemini. Underneath that was abundance. I literally just said abundance coming in with the number 6. And this is a number 38 or a number 11, which, as you guys all know by now, represents twin flames. It represents the Lovers as well, 1111, or the 4 of Wands. Beautiful abundance, a beautiful hunter moon. Hunter is one of my beautiful clans of my lineage. So I am the pixie hunter, and I claim this reading too. And there's all these beautiful animals all gravitating, magnetically attracted to this Empress here. This could well be the energy that you're in right now, Gemini. You could well be connecting with someone that is intensely grounded and connected into their earthly realm, their spirit guides, the anima magus. Let me just take that off. So, wow. You've got like a double bubble. You know, all these mirroring twin energies. I love it for you, Gemini. Okay, so let us move that over there. So I've already shuffled all the decks, but let's just give it an extra quick shuffle for my beautiful Geminis. Spirit, spirit guides, spirit animals, my ancestors, Thoth and Bast, Heavenly Mercury, Apollo, Hermes, Mr. Trismegistus. I am Virgo Trismegistus. Woo! That's just too many, Spirit. But Spirit is really hopping and popping, wanting to talk. We're at 30 minutes, 33 seconds. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Okay. Oh, interesting, interesting. All right, we've got a little pack. Okay. All right, Spirit, we're going to go with those. We might pull some more. So let's start at the bottom. We've got Ophiuchus. So Ophiuchus is the 13th zodiac sign. It is the twin snakes, the Kundalini snakes that exist inside of us. It also exists between Scorpio and Sagittarius on the zodiac wheel. The dates of Ophiuchus are the 30th of November to the 18th of December. So if your birthday resides between those dates, you could well be beautifully embodying the energy of Ophiuchus as well as that of Scorpio. And Sag, you know, it's a real combo energy. And it's lovely that it's like in this gold. So there's something golden, something chosen, something royal, something regal. You know, this is the lost world of the sacred feminine. My course, not my course so much, but my series, The Lost World of the Sacred Feminine, is a journey to find Ophiuchus. And it is greatly connected to the lost world, you know, the lost archetype of the sacred feminine. And this is all about bringing the feminine and the masculine back into harmony, which is the road to awakening. Okay, so we've got Ophiuchus, and as we're talking about the sacred feminine, we have the divine femme. The divine feminine, bringing in that Venus energy. And it's interesting because yesterday's reading for Taurus was very focused on the masculine, the divine masculine. We have the sun, baby. We've got more golden firepower coming through. This says to me, 3303, that everything is blessed, abundant. We've got abundance here. We've now got an extra sort of shimmering party color coming in. You could well be dealing with a Leo as well. Or any of the fire signs. Aries and Sag are welcome too. We've got red pill or the blue pill. We all know that this comes from the Matrix, the film of the Matrix, red pill or the blue pill. It sounds like someone has a decision to make. And actually the Lovers, Gemini, always represents a decision, a choice, okay? So this could be you coming up, showing up in your own reading, sort of like the sun in Gemini. I like that. Sun in Gemini is the Lovers, right? This could also be you making a choice between two people, two roads, two pathways. But we do have a divine feminine, and we have someone in a water or fire energy. I say that because it's Scorpio water. Ophiuchus sits between Scorpio water and Sagittarius fire, both of which are interestingly interchangeable because Sagittarius is very watery fire sign and Scorpio is a very fiery water sign. So the fact that we've got Ophiuchus sitting as this beautiful cascading twin snakes between them, it is that ever rolling dance of fire and water that Ophiuchus is bringing through. So Trust your intuition. This is definitely divine feminine energy coming in. And also, you know, red and blue, pink and blue could be talking about the birth of a baby, a new baby coming in. Maybe you don't know the birth of your child, the sex of your child, but you are having to choose names because you don't know if it's going to be a girl or a boy. So you could be at the moment making decisions about names, and you've got an idea or a few ideas depending on whether it's a girl or a boy. But that's the big exciting secret, that you're waiting till that special day, your due date, to find out. But we do have some additional confirmation of pink already here, so we'll have to see what that means. Somewhere over the rainbow, this is abundance coming in. This is someone on a journey or almost reaching the summit or the final destination. This is a very beautiful, hopeful card. Everyone has their dreams and their love waiting for them somewhere over the rainbow. If you haven't already found them, they aren't far away. 3636. Okay. Somewhere over the rainbow. I'm loving that these three are coming up as sort of positions in space-time. You know, positions in the solar system, in the constellation, the zodiac, and then somewhere over the rainbow is like, you know, into the 5D. And then we've got these almost describer, sort of telling the story. This is like where we are in space-time continuum. And this is a little bit about what's going on in these here parts. So we're going to add a little bit more, I think, to this, because this is definitely an interesting story coming through. Look at that. Baby mama drama. So definitely there is babies on the horizon, either born or about to be born. We've now got double confirmation of Venus, of the girls, but we also have Mars. So we've got boys and girls. We've also got divine feminine and divine masculine. And we've got the red and the blue pill and the red and the blue symbols. And trust your intuition is a very feminine energy, but obviously, of course, one that both men and women can step into. But it is that which is governed by our moon self. It is our third eye, which sits in between our looking eyes, but the right eye is the sun, the future, forward moving masculine energy, and the left eye is our feminine moon, retrospective, intuitive, recollection, memories, nostalgia, looking into the past and being able to bring emotion into our memory. You know, the connection between emotion and memory is very much governed by our feminine intuitive side. So we've got a choice to be made. We need to use our intuition. We've got somewhere over the rainbow. We've got baby mama drama coming in. You know, this could be not just, is it a boy or a girl, but is it my baby or is it not my baby? Those sorts of storylines could be playing out here. There may well be baby mama drama because the baby mama doesn't know who the papa is, or she does know, but she's created a little web of deceit and gotten two or maybe more than two men or women or masculines or femmes caught up in some web of lies. And that and that, let's just be very clear, isn't just about the parents, okay, people, 4004. What about that lovely little child caught up in the middle of a karmic, whirlpool? They didn't ask to be brought into this world, and they did not ask to be brought into a karmic fuck shit web, okay? So just think about that as you're playing. Wow, the spirit was just like, yeah. Just think about that as you're spending all this wasted time in trying to get one up on your other person who may not even really want to be with you anymore. And all this stuff you're doing now, have you actually thought about the costs, like the actual cost in energy and time and trauma that's being created going forward? Remember that when you're talking about parenting and childhood and child raising, you've got at least 18 years to be looking after that little one. So you might want to be setting as strong a foundation as you can now while you can. Okay. So, hey there. Thanks so much for joining. It is awesome to have people in the chat. I'm loving the hearts, loving the prayer hands. Really appreciate your energy. That's so lovely. Right. What else did we get? Okay. Someone's got an STD. Keep it in your pants. Okay. So, so this card is all about, there's nothing wrong with having an STD, okay? Some of them are pretty common these days, but this STD looks like one of the STDs that will make you feel really, really rubbish and really poorly and really sick. And I probably drew that as like a ring of fire. Okay, so whichever bits are affected by this STD, whichever of your private bits, it's not happy, okay? And when it says keep it in your pants, why is it that people need to be reminded of this? Okay, 4242. Why do people need to be reminded that if you've had a diagnosis of an STD, then you really should not be having sex with anybody if there is potential that you could be passing it about? So it's really shocking how often and how regular this is coming up for all the readers, but it is what it is. People clearly do need reminding. And, if we've got baby mama drama out here, can I just say, how are you really considering the cause and effect if you're spreading STDs around and you potentially have women of either childbearing age or, actually currently carrying your baby or somebody's baby, and you might be sharing an STD, or indeed, we did talk about baby mama, maybe doesn't know who Papa is, and maybe she is unsure if she is actually the one spreading the STD. I do feel that is a storyline for some people. 44 minutes 04. We've also got Uranus. So this is all about knowledge. It's blue because it's kind of like, Uranus represents dart. It represents the void space where all knowledge, all creation, the eternal spark originates from. Uranus is kind of like the grandpuppy, and Neptune is like the grandmama, okay? And they together represent those eternal watery origins from where all knowledge and wisdom flows and ultimately returns. So definitely this is feeling a little bit like moon energy as well, coming in to bring in some solid knowledge where that knowledge can be power in the hands of the people who need it. For instance, knowledge on Do I have an STD or not? Do I have a baby on the way or not? Is it someone else's baby? Are we going to do that paternity test? Am I being hit up for child support at the moment and I've got doubts? You know, not all, you know, there will be some people who really are the papa or the mama. You know, take it as it resonates, the masculine or feminine in this situation. And you obviously do have to take responsibility where the responsibility is yours. But make sure that you establish that, yeah? Don't just take it as gospel if you have doubts. I'm not suggesting that every happy married couple go out and suddenly, you know, decide to sort of have a pat test. That's not what I'm suggesting. I'm saying that where your intuition, where you're using and trusting your intuition, if you think you have doubts or you think maybe you have picked up an STD from somewhere, or whatever, you have doubts about how things are rolling in the trust department, loyalty department in your relationship, then, you know, do yourself a favor and check these things. Okay. Right, let's go on to another card or two from this deck, and then we're going to clarify with some tarot. So, definitely a choice out here. This could be the choice to be honest. This could be the choice to make a decision and stick to it. Wow, look. Okay, I'm going to take... Okay, so we've now got Neptune. And I was literally just saying, like, Neptune and Uranus are like grandma, grandpapa of the solar system. They're both blue because they're both resonating with that sense of water, which brings the wisdom. It is the eternal river of knowledge. And we've got the good ship friendship coming out again. Came out the other day. It's come out a lot. There's a lot of stuff going on with friends, particularly fake friends. I think this good ship friendship is sailing around a lot at the moment to remind us that there is actually a really big collective of people that are just fake as F. And you've really got to be on your game. But there's also this really big confirmation of the rainbow tribe, the rainbow collective. So we could have friends and family from the LGBTQ community out here. And this could well be same-sex couples coming together to start families, which is also very beautiful. There could be a little bit of baby mama drama. I'm sure baby mama drama does come up quite a lot in the LGBTQ community when you're talking about fertility and having babies, 48, 44, because there are additional considerations, right? And, you know, yeah, there's a lot of different possibilities there, but I'm feeling like we could have some same-sex couples. Maybe they've gone through the sort of natural childbirth with a surrogate, or perhaps they've gone down the adoption path, which I think is just so commendable and beautiful these days. There are so many beautiful bubbas out there that need a good home and a strong family, you know, and those that can offer that kind of home and stability to a child who has no one else. You are real angels. You are angels of the world. Okay, so we've got a space for one more card. What's the spooky secret between Gemini and their person? Thank you, Spirit. Give us one more card. Oh, And there it is. Oh, you're going to get a bonus. Okay. Inner peace. Inner peace. This is gorgeous. And look how wonderful. That sits right there next to trust your intuition, which is inner peace, right? And it's sitting under the sun, sitting underneath the Ophiuchus, which represents the twins, just like you do, Gemini. Number 6 here, number 6 here, number 11 here, twins here, possible twins here, and we've got twins here, and we've got twins here. And you know why there's all this confirmation 50-50? Take it in, baby. Breathe in that good ass prana, baby. Spirit has your back. I don't think there is a sentence more glorious in this day and age, especially in our heavenly, connected, tapped in, God-loving community, to hear this, to know this deep in your soul. When you know this, and when this card comes out, or these kinds of confirmations come out, and you feel that like hug around your heart, because you know your journey, your mission, your path is protected. You know that you, as a human, as an energetic spirit force field in the world, you are protected from all evil, from all negative entities, from anyone trying to bring shade or darkness or negativity into your vibration. Spirit's just, handling that all day, every day. Spirit's here all week, right? Okay, so you're going to get that lovely extra card, okay? So let us do a little bit of the do and clarify this. Oh my God. And we've got peace now on the bottom of the deck after we got inner peace. I mean, I'm really feeling like, what with all this drama, you can have this card as well, Spirit, And we've got creation. Wow. Okay. There's a lot of moon cards coming out for you tonight, but I think that I feel like you need it. I feel like actually there may well be quite a lot of secrets embedded in all of this. So we'll try and see what we can do to clarify, okay? But I'm loving that this energy of peace is coming out after all of what must be some pretty worrying, chaotic, upsetting, triggering moments for people. I mean, baby mama drama, that's not going to be easy. For the mama, for the papa, for the baba. It's really important that everyone keeps their stress levels down, their vibration really high, remembering that every energy vibe that you are feeling and giving off, you are sharing with your baby, whether they are unborn, new to be, ready to be born, or already running around in the world. They are picking up on every single nanosecond of emotion and feeling and projection that you as parents and siblings, older siblings, are putting out around them. So be really conscious of your vibration and think about the world that you want to create for the baby that you've decided to bring into the world, okay? Champion your right for inner peace. You need to safeguard this with your life. You need to ensure that you are protecting your blessing like the sun protects everything. I'm feeling this connection with Ophiuchus and knowledge as well. We might come back to that, but I'm just going to say that while it's on my mind. The divine feminine, you could be in this baby mama drama, but it's less likely to have the drama bit, okay? You know, those that have achieved divine feminine, divine masculine status really have left the drama behind now. It's got nothing to do with neglecting responsibilities or forgetting where you've come from. It's about recognizing that we just don't take that shit forward. It's always present, but we just choose not to engage in things 55 that are going to be drama causing. Life, it can be complicated enough without throwing in more drama. So I think if you're a masculine out there and you're dealing with someone who's pretending or calling themselves a divine femme, but what they're bringing to your table is baby mama drama, she might not be your divine femme. And I say she specifically in this case because we're talking about women that can carry a baby. So if they're bringing a lot of drama into your life, whether it's baby mama or any other kind of drama, I would say they probably ain't your divine femme. They're more likely to be a karmic soulmate of some description, probably still destined to be on your pathway to teach you that lesson that clearly some of you haven't yet learned because you're still in the soup. But maybe you're starting to wake up a little bit, divine masculines. And I'm talking to divine feminines here as well, because there are divine feminines too out here that have gotten confused about who their divine masculine is and how a divine masculine should act. And man, we can all get real confused on that front, okay? So don't beat yourself up and don't think, oh God, well, I made the wrong decision. I'm just going to have to live with it now forever and ever and regret it, resent it, make everyone around me miserable forever. That's one choice. That's one pathway. That's one decision, Gemini. Or there's the other decision. Fall down the rabbit hole, stay in Wonderland, and actually go on that journey to find that true mirror of yourself. Not someone that is simply bringing problems, pain, pettiness to what could otherwise be a peaceful, enchanted life. So, you know, if you're wondering or confused about where you are on your journey, stop for a moment and check in on your own inner knowledge, okay? You know Wagwan. You know what goes down. You know what happens behind closed doors in your own realm. And if you've been having, like, you know, feelings that someone isn't being honest with you, you have a choice to confront them. You have a choice to stay or to go. You have a choice to choose peace or choose drama. And you also had another moon card. Oops, excuse me. Creation. Number 39. Breaking down to a breaking down to a 12, which is a 3, which is the ultimate number of creation. 1 + 1 = 3. You all know how to count, babies. When you bring 1 and 1 together, a new thing can be created. So this could be a baby, a new life. This could be the blueprint of your journey. Look, there are blueprints, there are star maps. This individual with her back to us looks like there's reaching out to their higher self. This is the 3D version, 10011. This is the 5D higher self, spirit guide, spirit leader, someone from beyond, but always there, listening, hoping to be able to help whenever you need them, whenever you reach out. And it's like it's all written in the stars. I'm feeling like there's these blueprints and there's these star constellations. And there's this kind of just sense of knowing and peace between them. They could be even having like a silent telepathic conversation, but there's a lot of knowing there. And there's that bright moon on the spirit guide's head, making me feel like she's revealing wisdom, she's revealing downloads to this person, you know, maybe revealing downloads and the magic of the Akasha coming from the star maps. And this person here, this material world being, you know, a light being having a human experience, is going to translate those downloads into physical blueprints for this next project. And I'm loving how it's on a wooden table, which is giving me that sense of earth, creating on the material plane, something that's solid and secure and connected with nature. This person is aligned with nature. This person is feeling into the simple things in life and letting that pure, simple connection become something complex and kaleidoscope, technicolor, beautiful, out of nowhere, out of nothing. Trust your intuition. It's going to go there. Okay, let's get some tarot. It's 10222. Okay, tarot of the wild unknown. Can you give us some clarity, please? Some clarity on these secrets between our people. I'm going to put those away because I wasn't ready. Okay. Can you see all those? Good. Okay. So what is the spooky secret between Gemini and their person? Thank you so much, Spirit, for clarifying any of these messages. Can you give us a little bit more insight from the tarot wild unknown for our Gemini collective, our Gemini twins, Castor and Pollux, the lovers, the divine twin flames? What have we got here? We've got the Two of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and also Venus. Venus, this is specifically Venus and Cancer coming in. You could well be dealing with someone who has Cancer in their chart, or also Libra or Taurus because of the Venus connection. We have the Daughter of Cups. We have a Daughter of Water. Again, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Also Venus coming in. Venus and the moon are our feminine celestial bodies. Daughter of Cups, almost like an ace because of the one cup as well. And we've got the Magician. The Magician, which is Mercury, it is Gemini, it is Virgo, it is all the elements in one being. We also have a single cup here, much like an ace. So I'm feeling like two aces, two cups coming together to make a family, a connection, a union. The Magician. The Magician is number one. And we've got Matthew McConaughey here as a lovely number 1 Aries Fool / Emperor type bod. We've got 11, and we've got the 1 here, the 1 ring I'm hearing, which is a bit of a story from yesterday. The 1 ring, Frodo the ring bearer. And I'm hearing that quote, even the smallest person can change the course of history, or can change the course of the future. The Daughter of Cups. Yeah. I'm definitely feeling that this is a divine pairing. You know, we've got the masculine represented as the cheetah, and we've got the swan representing the feminine. Both very regal, royal, majestic creatures. King and queen of their own realm. Fiery Mercury, fiery, airy Mercury, and then very earthy, watery swan, which I'm feeling very Venus moon energy from. Could be Pisces, could be Taurus, could be Libra. This could even be an air sign. There's a really big sword. Someone's got a very big sword, much bigger than the wand. So there's a big emphasis on the air element here. And that's obvious because it's Mercury. It's the mercurial communication connection of which you are a child of the stars, Gemini. So that's really nice. And there's definitely the correlation here. You know, there's all this white spirit light illuminating in the darkness, pure, perfect mirroring, the 2 white cups, the 2 red roses. I'm hearing the sword and the rose. Ancient origins. This is past life connection. This is a number 2 as well. So we've got the 1, we've got the 2. We've got another 1 there. So we've got the 1 and we have the 2, right? And Gemini, you represent the twins. You come from the 1 and you represent the 2 because you are the twins. And twins come about through the marriage, the integration of the masculine and the feminine, of the Uranus and the Neptune of our past lives, of the divine masculine and divine feminine, whether you are a man and a woman, or a man and a man and a woman and a woman. There is still that divine masculine, divine feminine seesaw that you will learn to play on. But obviously, you know, anyone here that is really resonating with this card, keep it in your pants. You know, I implore you, I beseech you to not create the shocking karma that you would be wreaking on yourself and all these poor people and potentially their children and their children's children, on what it would mean to give someone an incurable STD that is actually life-threatening. Not all STDs are life-threatening, but there are some that are. And if you are even potentially wondering if you have an STD, but you're not sure, go and get tested. Don't keep having sex, even with protection, because actually protection is not 100%. And your knowledge, your true intuition and knowledge of the situation will bring you inner peace, and you'll be able to make the right decisions. At the moment, it seems like someone needs to be told that they either need to get the answer on this STD once and for all, or now they've got the answer, they need to keep it in their pants until either they have gone through treatment themselves, or they have been upfront with their sexual partners or potential sexual partners and given that person the choice whether they want to sleep with you or not. Do not sleep with someone and keep it a secret in the hope that they're not going to find out or it's not going to come back to you. Because remember, spirit sees everything, and spirit has the back of every divine masculine and divine feminine and higher level soulmate that is choosing to ascend and upgrade and level up in this era. Never meant to hurt you was underneath. A new moon. Okay, maybe another one. Another message for gems. Okay. Another message for gems coming out. Let's put this on the side, shall we? I never meant to hurt you. So, if you did know that you had an STD before you gave it to somebody, 11133, you can't pull this card, because you can't say you never meant to hurt someone, because actually you knew full well what you were doing and you did it anyway. If you didn't know, then I think, these are perhaps the words that should be falling from your mouth in the 3D, not in my cards in the 5D, because actually if you never meant to hurt somebody, clearly you have hurt them, and they don't know what the F was going on there. And maybe it might soothe your own karma and your own sense of inner peace, and theirs, believe me, and theirs, if you were to actually be brave enough to use these words and say these words with meaning and explain. Don't just throw about I'm sorry's and je suis désolé and it won't happen again days. No. Make genuine, authentic apologies. Explain how things are going to be different next time, and then fucking do it, okay? Empty promises and empty veiled, reconciliations do nothing but hurt people more. So if you really truly mean this, Gemini, or whoever's resonating with this, I never meant to hurt my person, why don't you work on building a world where you never have to say this ever again, or think it or feel it, because that scenario ain't ever going to come round again. Now that's couple goals. That's some couples goals to work on as a team, right? I'm feeling that quite strongly. And then we've got new moon. Moon. Could we do any more moons? I don't think so. So we've now got manifestation. And actually, I was kind of just alluding to the fact that this is a piece of manifestation. If you never meant to hurt somebody, why don't you manifest a world where you'd never, ever hurt them again? Now, that might be by leaving them well alone and realizing that you've done the most and you've done enough damage. And the way that you never hurt them again is to leave them well alone. Or if you want to make amends, that you come back with only authentic, real intention, and you don't try and sly a motherfucker on this, because, these are like second chance moments. These are like golden tickets in the chocolate bar of the Willy Wonka, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory Wonderland. This is spirit giving someone another chance, a golden ticket, but it is literally your second and only chance. And if you think you can mess someone around on some pretense again, spirit will have you up in spiritual prison so quick you won't know what's hit you. So this really is like an action, call to action. You know, this isn't just words. This should never just be words. This should be followed up with full heart-centered intention, action, delivery, signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I was definitely feeling that, wasn't I, spirit? Okay. Alrighty, why don't we do a little clarity? Let's do some more clarity, spirit. Okay, let's put the 2 of Cups up here, or in fact, I'm feeling 2 of Cups over here with the Divine Femme and the red or blue pill. You're going to trust your intuition. You're going to take stock, you know, that Gemini mind, bring that Gemini intellect into taking stock, making a list, checking it twice, working out who's been naughty or nice, and make sure that you've got the right people on your Christmas list. Okay, Gemini, don't be giving to energy vampires. Don't be giving to fuckers and suckers and mother truckers that don't deserve it. And do be shining your beautiful light back on those who you might have left out in the cold and the dark night of the soul. And we've got this new moon coming up, and you all know that we are going into the new moon in Scorpio. We've got Ray definitely bringing in that Scorpio energy. So something is about to be revealed. Somewhere over the rainbow is like a movement card. The good ship friendship is a movement card. I'm feeling like as above, so below. This is like the as above celestial spheres, the music of the spheres playing out in the 5D. And then down here on the earthly realm, on the ocean of emotion, in the Nile River of Egypt, that rainbow is cascading out, reflecting the same story down here of that knowledge, the rainbow knowledge of inner peace, of sun-blessed, sun-kissed days, of togetherness, of partnership. This is integration, harmony. I just saw 118, 13, 118, 18. Oh my God, that's 199. Okay, so let's put, I'm feeling like that goes there. And there. Okay, some more clarity. What is the spooky secret between Gemini and their person? Oh, whoa. We got the Ace of Cups, guys. Okay. If anyone needed a reminder, this is a love reading. We've got some lovers out here, gems. Okay, so we've now got the Ace and the 2. We've got the Ace and the 2. We've got someone definitely in their feels for you, Gemini. And I think that you're feeling exactly the same way. It's like beautiful mirroring action. Like I said, we've got a single cup with the daughter of cups, and a single cup with the magician. Yeah, so like just like aces all day long is how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like there's going to be a lot of celebrating, a lot of toasting, a lot of clinking some crystal when these two come together. I'm feeling like there's a lot of 5D energy. This hasn't quite landed. The eagle has not quite landed. This is very five. I mean, these are 5D oracles, okay? Obviously, this is all energy. This is all the energy vibration of what's possible, what's potential in the ether. But there is movement. There is movement on the real plane, on the down here plane. We've got the magician, who's the manifester of, you know, the millennium. We've got the daughter of cups, who just, you know, she feels everything. She can feel every vibration, and she can also project out this beautiful reflection for people. She doesn't just show people who they are in her reflections. She shows people their rainbow bright power. She reflects back to people the best about them. And that's why she's so attractive to others. That's why she's, you know, so queenly, so empress-like. She is the daughter. She is still young, but that can be a young at heart spirit. It could represent that you're coming into contact with a water sign who's younger than you. And I'm feeling like this magician energy could be someone of quite a sage age, 121, 22. But again, it's an energy vibration. It could be that you are the elder of you and your partner, and you're in the daughter of cups energy, and your partner, who's younger, might just be this really powerful, virile lightning bolt of a magician. And it's just the energy vibration that you carry. But you want each other bad. But like I say, there's a lot of 5D energy. This isn't quite landed. It isn't quite here yet. But wow, we all know which direction it's going. And I think that's Honolulu. Or St. Lucia, or Martinique, or the Maldives, on the good ship Friendship. Somewhere over the rainbow, there is a party being held in your honor. So, little Dracula, we'll leave you there, naughty vampire. What else can you tell us about the spooky secrets between Gemini and their person? Thank you so much, Spirit. I hope you're doing well, Gemini. I hope that you are enjoying this reading. Whoa, yeah, check it out. Sun, 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 here it comes. We've now got the sun twice. And can I get a hello? This is the Hermit. Oh my God, Virgo, coming in to say, can we join the Mercury party, please? Yes, of course you can, Hermit. Of course you can, Virgo. You know, bringing your bright light to the party. You're always welcome. Number 9. Well, you know, I'm just loving that Virgo energy. And, you know, I'm feeling like this Virgo energy is definitely like that magician energy, because magician and Virgo are happy bedfellows. Wow, we've got the sun twice. I think there's a volcano erupting somewhere. Okay. I'm getting all like flustered now. Where am I going to put everyone? Obviously, the sun is going there. Or... oh, okay, Spirit. So hang on. All right. Okay, Spirit. You want the sun here. And you want the magician and the hermit here. So that's pretty beautiful. The magician and the hermit now want to sit next to somewhere over the rainbow and the good ship Friendship. There's an element here of mending bridges. And we had burning bridges in the Taurus reading last night. Now we've got Daughter of Cups representing the new, fragile, delicate love coming in, blessed by the sun, you know, written in the stars, a past life relationship, a gift from the universe, divinely orchestrated cup of love. After some heartbreak, some confusion, you know, where people hadn't been able to trust their intuition, maybe even their intuition had been veiled from them. Any more, Spirit? You know, baby mama drama is going to leave all concerned in you know, in need of healing. If people have an STD, there's physical healing and actually some emotional and psychological healing and some sense of restraint. You know, if there are people that are having problems keeping it in their pants when they know they have an STD, or at the very least, they know they've got itchy pants. You know, if you're having a problem being able to keep your legs closed or keep your pants on when you're in that situation, then it sounds like you have a deeper problem. You may well have an addiction to sex. You may well have a very unhealthy, obsessive relationship with sex. We've got the 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords. Quite an interesting energy, this one. It's air. It's Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. 8 of Swords, we all know, traditionally represents being up in our head, late night, those late night worries and concerns, the coulda, woulda, shouldas, the whats, the ifs, the buts, about things that haven't yet come to pass, or raking over the coals of past mistakes or missteps on the journey. This has got this sense of hope, this card, this energy, because we've got a butterfly in the chrysalis stage. Now, when we traditionally think of this card, of this energy, the 8 of Swords, we think about almost that relentless hopelessness of the witching hour, when you just can't get out of your head and it feels like there's no let up. You feel like you're never going to be able to get out of the spiral of your own thoughts. Whereas this energy is already demonstrating that there is an end to this. There is a transition coming soon. And that's interesting, actually, because now I'm feeling that 8 energy of new beginnings. So the 8s are like that, moving forward, but it's like almost it's like a jetpack, like a jet thrust that the spirit gives you at that place of the 8, that gives you that power to get through the 9 and onto the 10. It's that extra like second wind that you get on the journey, that revitalizes you. And I'm really getting that now with this energy, that yeah, there's a lot of stuckness, there's a lot of waiting. It's like a hangman feeling. It's that red pill or blue pill moment, you know, the what on earth am I going to do now? But actually there isn't much that the butterfly, or in fact the caterpillar, can do in the chrysalis stage, because right now in the middle of that chrysalis, they are just goo. They are just goo. They probably don't even have the, you know, decision-making capabilities at this point. Their brain is not even formed yet. It's goo. So you might not even be able to make a decision. You might be waiting on something else, which is causing a sense of stuckness. But just remember and take comfort in the fact that this stage is a middle transiting stage between caterpillar and butterfly. And we all know how this story ends. So that's a nice energy that, you know, the Eight of Swords isn't great. It's actually a pile of poop. But when we know there's an end in sight, when we know the sun is coming out in the morning, no dark thoughts can ever be, you know, all encompassing, all eclipsing, because the sun, the dawn is always just round the corner. Okay. And we can't always see where we're going. We sometimes have to wait for new illumination to come in for us to be able to move forward. But it's about having faith that the illumination will come. The secrets will be revealed. The sun will never let anything stay hidden. Neither will the moon. I mean, the moon, we talk about the moon as hiding all the secrets, but actually she's a secret speaker as well as a secret keeper. She, you know, she's that inner voice. She's the voice that's telling you, don't be deceived by what you see with your looking eyes. Okay, so Eight of Swords, interesting. Okay. All right, so Daughter of Cups is now coming back up here, and we're going to put the Eight of Swords next to the Good Ship, Friendship, and I Never Meant to Hurt You. And now it's beautiful because that dawning is crowning the chrysalis, okay? It's inevitable. The inevitability of life, of death, of resurrection. Daughter of Cups, peace, creation. Okay, where are we doing? How are we doing? 132.03. Let's take some more clarity from a different deck. Let's take it from the little chakra deck, shall we? Let's bring a little chakra stability in here, because we're kind of, there's a lot of blue. So there's a lot of throat chakra, a lot of third eye, a lot of emotional waters. Trust your intuition, the divine feminine, the new moon, the Ace of Cups. We've got this watery gang here. So can you clarify for us, please? Beautiful cards, beautiful spirit, beautiful Monday, moon day. What can you tell us about this story before we say sayonara to the Gemini gang, the twins gang? Clarity for their chakras, please. Okay. Interesting cards to come out. Abundance and victim. So in terms of chakras, we've got solar plexus energy here in the yellow, and we've got heart chakra energy in the green. You know, we are running with the heart chakras today, the heart chakra feels. Victim. It's an interesting card. If I remember rightly to the reading of this card, I'm not going to get the book, but if I remember rightly, the story behind this one is that the squirrel is looking for acorns. You know, the squirrel's hungry and he's looking for acorns as he's foraging in the winter. But the dragon is also hungry and tricks the squirrel into thinking that there is this huge acorn. I'm actually seeing like this is a person that's been turned into an acorn, because you can see it's got a face and it's got arms and it's got a hat on. So in the story, the dragon tricks the squirrel into thinking this acorn, this massive acorn, could be his. And it's either some kind of illusion or smoke and mirrors, but one way or another, the dragon lures the squirrel just close enough to be able to eat the squirrel. So this is someone that is being tricked. This is someone that is being glamoured. Someone's doing glamour spells, either to make someone appear different to the way they seem, or to lure someone into a false sense of security. Now, this abundance card, again, has a bit of a kind of twisted message. So if you look at... I'm just feeling into it myself. Okay. So let's say these are archaeologists digging at the same site, and they know they have come upon a treasure of ancient Egyptian gold and jewels. Okay. Now, the girl, or the feminine with the dark hair, the dark hairdo, on this side here, let's use my feather here, she has devised a clever way of accessing what's in the ground, either opening up the, either accessing the box, the treasure box, or even finding a clever way of creating a magnet or some kind of device that she's lowering down into the hole. And you can see on her side, these coins, these ingots of gold, are now going to be accessible. They're visible. She can see them. She's manifesting them in the same way that she's manifested this home in the background. Now, this could be she's thinking, now she's got this money, she could buy this beautiful castle that she's been dreaming about. It may well be her very brilliant manifestation, because she's so clear about what she wants that she's able to create the ideal tool to access the abundance to get what she wants. She's figuring out the tips and tricks of the trade to line her own pockets and feather her own nest. And that's good. That's good energy. If you look at the others, they're both looking at her, not at their own. They've got the same potential to access the same treasure chest, but they're not even trying. They're looking at her, feeling annoyed that she has figured out a way to do it. And they look like they're just trying. He looks really sneaky. They've got their head in their hands, right? They've both got their head in their hands. They're feeling very despondent, but he looks super sneaky, this one here, and he's side-eyeing her as to what to do. And you can see that there's even, this energy, even the energy on this side would be going down into this bit of the treasure chest. So they are, one way or another, they're planning on either trying to copy her strategy for getting the coins out of the box, or they're simply going to take them from her when she has brought them up cleverly. And I've just seen the house in the corner has a for sale sign. So I really do feel like this is in her mind's eye. This is what she's manifesting. Once she's got her gold coins, she can go and put the down payment on that house. And that's what she's focused on. And look at the focus on her face. She's determined, she's focused, she's concentrating. These two look like they're wasting a whole lot of energy and getting drunk on the job. You're not going to get much done if you can't bring your solar power will to what you're doing. So someone is definitely, there's a secret here, right, Gemini? Someone is looking to fool or trick or dupe somebody else and bring them into some misfortune. And actually, in both cases, the squirrel who was gathering nuts quite happily before the dragon came along, and this girl who had devised her own way of doing something without anyone's help, both of them were actually doing pretty well on their own and weren't asking for any help or any handouts. But in both cases, people are sidling up behind them, side-eyeing them, and thinking, instead of doing the hard work of foraging for food or abundance myself, I'm just going to take it from somebody else who's done all the hard work. Now, we all know that the karmic bill attached to that is going to be steep. Steep. So, interesting message there. I wonder if that's resonating for you, Gemini. You know your story. I think it means you need to be wary. You absolutely need to trust your intuition, okay? You need to figure out which is the right pathway. You even need to figure out which is the right way that I should behave in this scenario. Do I want to go the way of, you know, the moral high ground, do things the right way, even though it's going to take me longer, it'll be harder, it's going to be stressful? Or do I take the shortcut and just rob someone blind, maybe even leave them dead on the side of the road, 141, 144? 141, 44, 141, 50. So yeah, which way are you gonna go? Are you gonna go are you gonna let God and your spirit guides guide you, or are you gonna let the devil guide you? You know, the devil is all dressed in green, baby. You know that. You know that. You know, watch out for people. You know, this dragon is all smiles here, but in the story of this card, he's a trickster. And there is actually a card in this deck called Trickster, which is kind of similar. But yeah, this is a trickster in your midst. In both cases, you need to watch your back. And spirit has your back, remember? But you also need to watch your back, because spirit is watching a lot of backs, okay? Spirit is watching a lot of backs at this current point in time. And so you also need to give spirit a hand and really use your intuition. Don't be silly. Don't be a silly Billy or a silly Millie. Like, absolutely be sure in your own knowledge. And be sure about what you're manifesting, okay, under this new moon. You know, remember the law of attraction. The law of attraction 101. What you put out into the universe, you will receive. What you sow, you will reap. So make sure they are good seeds, right? Make sure you're planting seeds of joy and abundance, not seeds of doubt and fear. And I'm going to take another one, Spirit. What's the spooky secret between Gemini and their person, Spirit? We're at 144. Okay. What's the spooky secret? One more card, this one. Dissipating. Okay, more solar plexus chakra energy. This woman in the chair, this elderly lady, is watching someone on the television being sneaky. So either this is a detective who's watching somebody be sneaky, or this person in the hat the glasses hiding behind their paper is the one in disguise. So we've now got another element of a trickster magic. And there's this bright yellow canary. Now, canaries were used in coal mines to let the miners know if the air was clear, if the air was clean enough to work in. So this is almost like an intuitive spirit guide, someone that is actually giving you that insight, that forewarning of trickery, of treachery on the road ahead. So spirit is saying that this secret or this trickster is still out to get you. They're still hoping to get a bite of your forbidden fruit, Gemini. Now we've got soulmate, root chakra energy, but very much connecting into the third eye and the crown. This is soulmate energy. I'm almost feeling like this could be a fake soulmate. This could be someone who's two-faced. It's quite a Gemini energy as well, two-faced. This could be someone trusting their intuition, absolutely, but maybe trusting their intuition about who to trust. And this does say soulmate. It doesn't say past life, long lost love. It doesn't say twin flame. It doesn't say divine. It says soulmate. And it does look like I don't know, there's almost a bit of a correspondence / confusion. Is there understanding here or isn't there? Is there comprehension here? Is there harmony here? I'm not sure. We had the red pill or the blue pill. There's decisions to be made here. There are tricksters pretending to be divine, and there are divine ones being hidden or veiled or sublimated, and smoke and mirrors, keeping people's eyes closed to the truth, which is why you cannot trust your 3D eyes, your looking eyes. You have to trust your third eye. You have to. There's 2 third eyes being represented in this picture. We've got trust your intuition here as well. So we've now got dissipating abundance. So abundance that you may have had may be running through your fingers now, like sand through the hourglass. Time is of the essence. Time is of the essence here. This abundance will not wait around forever. It might wait around if you're prepared to do the work to get it honorably. But if you're prepared to do it dishonorably, you might find that clock runs out of time before you've, before you've dragged a comb through your hair in the morning, okay? I'm not going to take that card. I'm not really sure what the energy was. So the last energy for my beautiful divine Geminis, we're going to take an outcome on these secrets. We've got secrets about friendship. We've got secrets about babies and parentage, perhaps the right parentage. We've got secrets about love. We've got secrets about magic being done. But maybe people carrying STDs and they don't know it. That could be something to be revealed. Or they are sharing STDs, and that is the big, nasty, smelly secret that's here. There's someone potentially really feeling like they never meant to hurt you. but they've got a decision to make about how this is going to come to part, how this is going to get resolved. We've got these matching colors of the red and the blue here, with the red and the blue tears. This is like blue tears and red drops of blood. So, you know, someone could actually have been physically harmed here, not just emotional, psychological, gaslighting, you know, mind games. There could actually have been some physical injury or pain or even domestic violence. And if you are in that situation, then please reach out to someone you can trust and that can support you, and get yourself somewhere safe. Don't feel you need to stay in a dangerous situation, especially if there are children involved, because you as the adult and the guardian and the mama or the papa if that resonates, you have a duty to show your child the right example. And that isn't sticking around to be a punch bag, emotionally, physically, domestically, financially, for somebody that has low self-esteem, low self-worth, and a really warped idea of what it means to be a partner or a wife, husband, lover, friend. Don't take that kind of behavior from someone because you're legitimizing it. Don't legitimize that kind of trauma and pain, but do wrap yourself in a big hug. You know, pull your chin up, grab your car keys and get out of there. You know, get yourself somewhere safe where you can make some decisions with a clear mind, with some inner peace. You know, it's not easy to make important life decisions if your world is in chaos. It's not easy to look after your goals and exciting new pathways if your well-being and your mental health is out of whack. You've got to get things in balance. You've got to bring your masculine and your feminine into harmony. You've got to regain that connection with your intuition and your divine inner feminine. You know, you've got the sun all over this reading, Gemini. You've got the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Daughter of Cups, the sun twice. You've got Uranus and Neptune, who are like grandma and grandpa. There's a lot of creation, babies, spirit babies around. And we've got rainbows all over the place. And we've got the Hermit and the Magician. Some beautiful Virgo energy. Either Virgo just wanting to be at the Mercurial party, or there is a very sexy, very gorgeous, very bright, perhaps a very musical Virgo dancing their way into your life right now. And it's time to celebrate and crack open the bubbles and enjoy some time together after the rain has fallen. The sun's going to come out. Okay, what's the moon telling us? Resistance. That's a really powerful energy to come through. First of all, new moon energy. There's that new moon energy, you see. This card always makes me feel like you can hold on, like this woman, this feminine hand is holding on for dear life, like holding that fist clenched, closed. But is it making a difference to what's happening? You know, there's grass, there's trees, there's buds blooming. It's like, you know, when the tiniest little shoot will make its way up through the 6 inches of concrete. You know, how it does that, we'll never understand. But there's this eternal will to survive, to move forward. And growth is always going to happen, even if you try and hold back the river, even if you try and hold back change, you can't. It's the fixedness in the flow. You know, these birds want to fly, they're ready to soar. There's a lot of birds sort of, you know, coming out of the trees. There's a lot of beautiful growth. It's abundant. It's abundant. You know, you've got all this self-love that you're doing for yourself, bringing in your own sense of abundance. All these new moons, full moons. On the 4th of November, we have the new moon in Scorpio, a time to clear out old karma, 15530. Clear out old karma, refresh, re-energize, get your party things on, because there's love coming in, because you've done the work. The growth is happening. The growth is now visible. The animals are being drawn towards that which they consider their sanctuary, their mother, their father, their lover, their friend. People coming into divine union together. I don't think we could have had more resonances of the twins out here if we had tried. Don't forget that Spirit has your back, okay? Time to let go on the bottom of the deck. This is a message for some of you out there. Time to let go, Gemini. Time to let go of whatever it is that was holding you back, holding you down, holding in anything that you just feel like releasing. No one has that right except you. So, Ace of Cups and the Sun, I think that's a lovely place to call it. Actually, let's put down time to let go and pull up. Spirit has your back, inner peace, and the Ace of Cups. Inner peace. Spirit's got your backs, baby. Always, all day, every day, forever and always. I love you, Gemini. Take good care. If you need a reading, check out the description box below. We can dig into your story and dig out those golden nuggets that belong just to you, my mercurial, marvelous ones. Virgos and Geminis. Definitely a lot of beautiful Virgo energy up in here, and Scorpio. And Leo, obviously, with double sun. Double whammy. Take care, Gemini. Be good to yourselves. We are almost at the 2-hour mark. Wow, you got a bonus reading from Sasha, your green goddess, tonight. I hope there was some meaning, reason, healing, and a little bit of fun. Let's say goodnight. Let's say happy Halloween. Happy Dia de los Muertos. Viva la Day of the Dead. Samhain. Don't open the door to strangers or vampires. And remember that vampires have to be invited in if they want to cross the threshold. Ooh, ah, 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 ah.